Alright legends, welcome along to a swift little video tonight. Now, I was just thinking over some things in the past there and some of the stuff that I've gone through and whatnot, and this whole journey of trying to, create YouTube channels, podcasts, all that sort of good stuff. And it all comes down to education and the whole question of it and how important it actually is. I don't want to say it's not important, because it is, depending on what you want to do. But where you're at in life right now, it's really been pushed into kids' heads that they need to be top of the class and everything. And depending on what you want to do in later life, that can be true. But for a lot of us, it's not. For me in particular, and this is just my humble opinion, everything I learned in the entire course of primary school, high school, didn't even bother with university because I knew that wasn't where I was supposed to be. The stuff I'm interested in now isn't the sort of stuff that I had the opportunity to go learn in high school or in college, whatever you want to call it, university. When it comes to video creation, it's not exactly the same these days. There's a lot of courses there that you can go and get, but I have known at this point, probably personally, when it comes to video creation, filmmaking, all that sort of stuff, people that actually did go to university to actually learn that sort of stuff is probably somewhere in the region of probably 25 people at this point. And literally one of them right now is actually following that career path in the real world. So, just because you go and get qualifications does not mean you'll end up doing that sort of thing, because it's not where people slip up whenever they go to these sorts of things is, while you're in the system, you have everything there that you need to create and get something done. But whenever you get into the real world, it's not the same in the slightest. You have to go source all your sort of stuff that you need, and that seems to be where a lot of people slip up. But as I say, out of the 20, 25 people, whatever it might be, that I personally know that went to learn that sort of thing, only one of them is actually going. So it's not 100% important as far as education goes. Now, I don't want to say that education is completely like, just forget about it, you don't need it. That's not true. For me, I'm 44 years old right now. I didn't start my educational journey in this sort of thing until I was 31 years old. And I have been reading books left, right and centre over the years to learn more. I've been listening to podcasts, I've been searching online. I have probably, over the course of the last 15 plus years, I have been probably spending something like 11 hours a week actually taking on content to learn more about this sort of stuff. So by no stretch of the imagination am I an expert on any of this, but what I have achieved at this point, as far as, let's just go the indie film path, 7 projects, 6 of them my own. And as far as the educational system would go, I, on paper, am the last person on the face of the planet that should have been able to achieve what I've achieved at this point. So it's very possible to learn a craft you're interested in on your own when you get out there. So I was just looking online there for, successful people that have made their mark on the world that didn't have the big education that the system would tell you that you need to learn. So here's a short list. I'm just going to read them off to you. I'm going to add one of my own at the very end. Rihanna, a self-made billionaire, left school when she was 16. Sir Richard Branson, founder of the Virgin Group, dropped out of school at 16. Jennifer Lawrence, one of the highest paid actresses in the world, left school when she was 14 years old. John Mackay, founder of Whole Foods, dropped out of college 6 times. Jay-Z, he's a billionaire, dropped out of high school. Travis Kalanick. Kalanick? I don't know if I'm pronouncing the second name right, and I know exactly who I'm talking about, but Travis Kalanick, founder of Uber, dropped out of college. Katy Perry, she dropped out of school at 15 to pursue a music career. Ralph Lauren never finished his degree. Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, and Jack Dorsey all dropped out of college. And the one I'm going to add myself is the director, Kevin Smith. Whether he is a success or not depends on your own point of view and perspective of him. But there's no getting around the fact that he is a genius when it comes to the indie film genre, especially with his first movie, Clerks. Now, the thing maybe you don't know about Kevin Smith is that he did go to a film school before he made Clerks, but he discovered that if he dropped out halfway through the course that he was doing, he would get 50% of the money back that he put in to be there in the first place. So he dropped out halfway through his degree and took that money to invest in Clerks. And it, of course, was a success. And that kicked off a career now that's been going for about 30 years for him. So the system will tell you you need to have this, that, and the other to actually be successful. There's a list of people that proves that wrong. But in saying that, you know, in my experience, the most important stuff I learned was after the age of 31 years old, and that goes completely against the grain of what kids are being told these days. So whatever you're interested in, learn it yourself. Look up your own sources, get what you need, and be the person that you want to be. Don't let the educational system can be incredibly stressful. Like, you're literally just thinking back on it now. In high school, I was at every fart's end. There was always some teacher or somebody somewhere there telling you that if you don't get straight A's, you're going to be a loser in life. Now, in all fairness, I haven't hit my stride yet to where I want to get, and you know, I don't even feel guilty about it anymore. It's just, you get to where you're going to go in your own time, and for someone to tell you that everything between high school and college, university, whatever you want to call it, your entire life pivots on that 2 or 3 year period is absolute insanity. As I say, the stuff that I'm interested in now and the sort of stuff that I'm trying to create wasn't even an option back then. Like, I'm old enough to remember the world pre-internet, and whenever I was in high school, and even if I did have an opportunity to do something like that in university, it wouldn't have been what it is today. And even at that, the industry is changing that quick over the years. I genuinely have it in my head right now that, you know, even if you did go get a degree in filmmaking and whatnot, it would be, you know, a couple or 3 years down the line, it's probably not going to be worth the paper that it's written on. And I genuinely do believe, if you check back on this channel, there's a video there where I actually, under pressure from the peers, I actually went and got a degree, well, a qualification of some sort in video making, which really did end up at the end of the day to be not worth the paper that it was printed on. So I actually have a video on this channel where I actually burned the thing, because it was just a piece of paper that was not helping in the slightest. And yeah, so, you know, don't let yourself get stressed out. I had 2 epileptic seizures in my last year of high school, and I genuinely do. I haven't had a seizure since then. now 44 years old. I've been clear since high school, and I genuinely believe it was simply the pressure that was put on me at that stage that actually brought those on. So, yeah, life is what you want it to be, and that's small time period shouldn't stop you from chasing the stuff that you're interested in. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I just found that interesting, that little list of people there that, by way of the system, are complete and utter failures in life, or should have been complete and utter failures in life, but they have proven that they weren't and left their mark on the planet. And you and I can too. Never too late to start an hour page in the journal of life, let's just say. So that's going to do it, guys. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you in the next one.